Yeah.
We're going to move from Ireland over to the States, to the West Coast, to Natalie, and say I guess it's still morning, or yeah, I guess it's a good afternoon now to you. How are you doing? And please introduce yourself, a little bit of your influences, and what are we going to hear today?
Hi, everyone. Oh my goodness. Jeff, thank you so much for inviting me to be a part of this. I loved Jessica's voice, and Rosie, your songs are so amazing. I was just kind of singing harmonies in the background here on mute and then stalking you guys online. And I didn't hear you mention Ed Sheeran as an influence. So I was like, I can just see him picking her out and bringing her on tour. Like just gorgeous, and very Tracy Chapman low register there when I'm a huge Tracy Chapman fan. Yeah, I'm originally from New York City. I grew up in the West Village. I grew up busking in the subways. I started at 16 because my fake ID stopped working when people started listening to my songs and were like, how old are you, Natalie? I don't think you can be here at the Bitter End and Bag It In and CBGBs. I was just like running around with my fake ID and my guitar. And yeah, and so I started busking, and I've busked throughout the US and a lot of times on tour was busking. Is kind of like a thing. I busked at Sundance. It's how I met my husband. Yeah, it's just, busking's awesome. I love everything Steve said about it. I have songs about it, but I'm not going to play them today. My influences, Jewel and Sheryl Crow when I was first starting out. And now I'm a really big fan of Patty Griffin and Paolo Nutini. If you guys know them, I'm guessing the Ireland girls definitely do. And what else? I've got some big news coming soon. And I just want to say, don't give up to everyone who's like thinking it's so hard and you just never know. I had a really lucky little meeting with somebody about a year ago, and through a process of them coming to many of my shows and all of the stuff, things are coming together for me to release a record that I recorded a couple of years ago that they'll license for me. So it's just yeah. What did I want? There was something else I wanted to say, but I can't remember. My album, yeah, I feel like there's something else. Oh, well, whatever. Yeah, I've done everything from like play on the subways to open for Bon Jovi. Steve talking about John and the band reminded me of that. So you just never know what's gonna unfold. I'm gonna play you guys a couple songs that I wrote, and I'm supposed to talk about them, so I'm gonna keep talking. But I wrote this song, and it's going on this new record. It's coming out in early 2021, and it's about keeping grounded and staying on your course. And I made a music video for it with everyone in quarantine sending selfies in from all over the world. And I managed to get all 50 states, all 7 continents, and about 30 countries from all over the world. And I think we're gonna need that more than ever with how divided we all freaking are. So here's Better Days. Underneath the current, I will be an anchor. I will plant my feet down, weather the storm. Underneath my weakness, I keep growing stronger. I've been seeking high ground since I was born. Oh, better days, ones where tomorrow brings. Cast away all my sad and foolish things. Hold on tight as the world was you astray. So better days. Every breaking wave and solitude and silence is louder than the whole ocean when it crashes over me. It always comes to pass you free. Oh, better days, who knows what tomorrow brings. Cast away all my sad and foolish things. Hold on tight as the world pulls you astray. Better days. I won't wait forever for the best to come. Sometimes the parts are better than the sum. Oh, better days, who knows what tomorrow brings. Cast away all my sad and foolish things. Hold on tight as the world pulls you astray. Better days. Hold on tight as the world pulls you astray. Better days.
Wow, that was wow, beautiful. Wow.
Thank you.
Yeah, and by the way, Natalie, if you're ever looking for something to do, we just had a huddle and we decided if you want to host the West Coast version of our coffee house.
I got so, I was thinking of so many artists that I love that would love to be a part of this. Yeah, 100%.
Well, we have time, and anyway, thank you for being here. I'm very grateful to have you.
Oh, I'm excited to that you're just starting this out. As quarantine continues, I've been really we're so adaptable, and musicians are used to kind of struggling, so we're kind of like built for this because we're like, we'll just figure it out. Yeah. And I just jumped on the recording at home train. I've been doing a ton of songwriting. I took apart my guitar playing and built it back from the ground up to try to get rid of old habits. I've learned all these alternate tunings. We can totally adapt and figure stuff out. And as it keeps going, you're like, okay, now what? Let's start growing. I grew mushrooms. I tried a sourdough starter at some point. Anyways, yeah. We're very adaptable. And I think that we're the ones who can help other people get through this right now. So
absolutely
keep playing online wherever you can. I've got a song to play for you guys that's really close to my heart that I released last year. And I wrote it a long time ago. I wrote it for my mom, and it came up in a co-write with a friend of mine from Texas. We met in a park in LA to write a song together and talked about what we were going through. And my mom was just starting to show the first signs of Alzheimer's, and she had been through that with some folks in her family. And we wrote this song called The Lights Upstairs. And throughout my mom's illness and then eventually losing her 2 years ago, this song helped me just keep looking for the grain of silver lining and everything. And the message of the song is that no matter how many memories they're losing, your loved ones losing, you can still hold them in your heart. And yeah, so here's The Lights Upstairs. I found the ice next to the ice cream. I found the cheese next to bread. The milk is in the pantry. The crackers getting warm. Things are getting scrambled in your head. But darling, nobody cares. The lights aren't on upstairs. The words don't come so easy after a while. Call me another name, it don't cause me any pain. This is how it goes. Your mind is not on track. You can lose all of the melodies you sang to me in time, but still in your eyes and the bluebird knows the lines. I called you up for supper, and you showed up for lunch. looking mighty sweet in your pearls and Sunday best. The time, I guess it doesn't matter much, 'cause darling, nobody cares. The lights aren't on upstairs if the words don't come so easy after a while. Call me another night, it don't cause me any pain. This is how it goes, your mind is not on trial. You can lose all of the melodies you sang to me in time, but still in your eyes and the bluebird knows the line. You think it's so much worse than it is. Baby, you ain't lost all that you had, and I'll give you space to be the way you are. There's still good days and the bad ones. I ain't that bad, no, nobody cares. The lights aren't on upstairs if the words don't come so easy after a while. Call me another night, it don't cause me any pain. This is how it goes, your mind is not on track. You can lose all of the melodies you sang to me in town, but still in your eyes and the bluebird knows the lines. You can lose all of the memories you made with me, my dear, but they're still in my heart, and there are bluebirds in my ear.
Wow. Thank you for sharing. Wow.
Oh, thanks for listening and setting this up. Yeah, that song is it's an emotional one for sure. I've really kind of made peace with all of the hard stuff of that illness largely because of that song.
Wow.
So it's just that idea that, you know, I don't think what we think about life is, you know, maybe all there is to it. So I try to remember that, you know, you can hold your loved ones with you.
Thank you for sharing. It's so beautiful.
Thank you. I don't know how we're doing on time. Do I have time for two more or one more?
You do. Just, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to do a short one then. This is the answer. And this is something I wrote. I wrote this for a film and they ended up emailing me and said, we thought you were going to write a gospel song. If you know anything about the film business, it goes through so many, like, the director wanted me to write a song for the end credits, and then she got off the project and someone else got in the project, and long story short, and I was acting in the project, and then the new director reached out to me and was like, oh, I thought you wrote gospel music. And I was like, did you listen to my music? I don't write gospel music. And she was like, well, could ya? And I was like, no. And I say yes to a lot of things. I'm like always like, sure, okay, why not? But I was like, no, I think this song's good as is. And what I realized as I wrote this song, I had signed a production deal with two really big producers, with Charlie Midnight and Mark Needham, and they had signed The Killers and Imagine Dragons and me. And I was like, yes, my shit's done. Like, Imagine Dragons is blowing up on the charts. And some of my friends who have been signed and dropped were like, cool, you'll get signed to a label, they'll like invest all this money in you, you'll be dropped, and you can like keep on going on your merry way. And I was like, okay, I can live with that. And literally nothing happened with my record. So Yeah, there was like label interest, but everyone was like, we don't get it. Are you folk? Are you pop? What are you? And I was like, I'm me.
Exactly. You are you.
I'm me. And so I wrote this song for the movie, but I realized afterwards that I really wrote it for myself and for everything I went through with thinking I had shit figured out at 25 and then realizing I really knew nothing and realizing how great that is. So here's the answer. And this is going on the new record. Life made me some promises it never meant to keep. Set me up to break me down in places where I'm weak. Held me up against each day, hope on the soles of my feet. Life made me some promises it never meant to keep. Love took my heart before it wandered off to find something prettier and lovelier than what it left behind. It didn't mean to break me, that's just its design. Love took my heart before it had been left me blind, and I've never known just how strong my soul had grown, just how wild my old dreams have become. Till I gave them all away and forgot who I was yesterday. No longer held to the place I'm from. The answers come more often than the questions you seek. If you're giving when it's hard, when life has got you beat, and maybe what's important ain't the truth or the lie, but to hold up your words and look 'em in the eye, to know yourself through and through, so on the day you die, your love becomes an answer we can all live by. Your love becomes an answer we can all live by. Your love becomes the answer we can all live by.
Wow. I needed a better word than wow, but wow.
That's like your signature like word. You need a
For
shirt
now,
for you.
yeah.
Wow, or like signs.
It's like I need to just, I mean, I see everyone else clapping and applauding. I feel bad, but it's like we haven't figured out how to give everyone a chance to scream and yell in appreciation and then silence everyone else up to continue. So
yeah, Zoom's kind of hard like that, but I feel the love. Everyone's so supportive here. It's such a great community. You guys are amazing.
Thank you.
I want to hear from everyone else, so I'm gonna do my last song and talk about it as quickly as I can. I like to talk. I'm sorry. I do it a lot at my shows too.
It's such a loving experience to listen to you play, and actually to everyone who's here, who's sharing their music and sharing their hearts with us. I'm forever grateful for this. This is just very magical and very special. So please, by all means, be the storyteller.
This is a community you put together and created. So and I feel I wasn't quite aware of just how badly we needed this. Sorry, I think I live right against the Los Padres National Forest, and I think they're searching for someone or something because there was like some weird helicopter. So, okay, I've got one more song. I'm actually going to release this soon. And just for fun, it's a song about 2020. And I wrote it in just I don't know, like an hour, a week or two ago. I'll tell you guys the funny part of the song is I was literally playing Work It, which if anyone can learn to say, tis your feminiparenyet yep. Tis your feminipatim wet and whatever that is. Like if you can actually learn to say that, like you deserve an award. Like I have an easier time with it. Got a big let me start shit. Like, anyways, that's a goal of mine is to learn Work It. But I was playing that and Rack City, and I wrote this song. So it takes rap music to like get me into this like pop realm-ish place. But here's my 2020 song. Here it goes. This year I was gonna get my shit together. Now I'm trying to stay alive, hoping 21 is better. I haven't even heard my friends. Is this how the world ends? Y'all walking around with your masks on your chin, like you're trying to be cool, saving Earth with your grin. Tell me how'd you get so dumb? Survival of the fittest, now here we come. Ooh. 2020, is there any way you'll be out there? But 2021, 2020, I got plenty to last me through. 2022, oh. Patiently I've been staying at home. It's a blessing and a curse that I'm not alone. But there's only so many times you can rearrange and redesign before you sit back, watch the craziness roll. Line up the lives like dominoes. If we just could get back to some decency and truth. Come on, Nevada. 2020, is there any way you'll be out there? By 2021, you won't be known. Now 2020, I got plenty to last me through. 2022, said I want to go on a cleanse and stop drinking my way through, but I just keep waiting to get through. Said I want to start working out, stop eating my way through, but I just keep waiting to get through. 2020, is there any way you'll be out there? By 2021, I hope you're not. Now 2020, I've got plenty to last me through. 2022, this year I was gonna get my shit together. Now I'm trying to stay alive, hoping 21 is better. Wow.
Wow.
No.
Yeah, see, wow. I was thinking, and it's like, no, just wow.
Fun.
2020. I like that. Wow. Thank you for being here. Thanks for sharing. Thank
you so much for having me. Thank you all, Lauren and everyone playing too. It's inspiring.
Thank you, really.
Glad to be here.
All right. Well, thank you for hanging with us.